Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear learners, this is Manik Hossain Sarker, Assistant Professor of English, Thakurga Government College, is in front of you to conduct a live class. Dear learners, you are the youngest family member of Thakurga Government College, and I am here to at first introduce myself to you. You already have known that in Thakurga Government College and in the Department of English, we have 5 teachers. That means we are 5 in number. And these 5 teachers of different designations will teach you English from this department. And among the 5 teachers, this is Md.Manik Hossain Sarker, Assistant Professor of English. I have joined in this college in 2005 after qualifying 24th BCS exam. And from that time, I have been working here for near about 16 years. And gradually, you will be introduced to other teachers also. Today, I would like to teach you one of the most important items of grammar, that is verb. And basically, in my classes, I will at first try to make easy some grammatical items, and side by side, I will try to make easy your textbook also. So, I, Md.Manik Hossain Sarker, will meet you on every Saturday at 12:15 p.m. And at first, I will try to clarify the grammatical items for some weeks, and then I will try to analyze the text and the broad or bold question and answers. Understand? So let us discuss about verb. We know that verb is the most important element that is related to all other grammatical items. Understand? And you know that verb is called the sun of grammar system. You know that sun is the most important element or star in the solar system. Without sun, all the other planets, all the other elements are meaningless and valueless. Likewise, without verb, all the other elements in grammar or in a sentence are valueless and meaningless. And that's why let us start with verb. And so, verb, this is the sun of grammar. And to this verb, all the other elements like, tense, noun, number of noun, and verb. That means all these things are related. So all the things revolve around verb. That means all the other grammatical elements move around the verb. So verb is the most important element of grammar. So let us try to understand step by step about verb. Understand? And today, in my class, in my discussion, we will learn something. And what we are going to learn, let us make a list. That means at first we will check the learning outcome of our class. What we will learn after finishing our class, that we will make a list of that things. Understand? So our learning outcomes. Learning outcome. That means learning outcome means the things that we are going to learn in our class. Understand? So what is our learning outcome? Or you may say learning outcomes. Number 1, we will learn about verb. And what are the things that we are going to learn about verb? The things are, number A, definition. We will learn the definition of verb. Understand? Secondly, we will know the classification of verb. Classification of verb. Number C, the formation of verb. Formation of verb. That means these are the things that we are going to learn on verb. Understand? So we must have systematic procedures of our class, and after finishing our class we will calculate what we have learned and what we failed to learn. Understand? And if you have any query, if you fail to follow my class, if you fail to follow any lecture, any point, please make comments so that I can answer to all your queries. Understand? So let us learn today about verb, the definition of verb and classification of verb and formation of verb. These are the things that we are going to learn today. That means these are our learning outcome. After completing our class, we will learn these things. So our learning outcome. What does outcome mean? Outcome means result. That means what is the result of our learning today? The result will be definition, learning classification of verb, learning the formation of different types of verbs. So let us try to go through our main discussion. Let us at first take the definition of verb. Definition. We must define every grammatical item. Understand? According to the rule of grammar, our definition should be scientific, acceptable and universal. Understand? Because grammar or English is such kind of language, this language is same everywhere in the world. So our definition, our discussion must not be local but be international. Understand? So let us try to know the standard definition of verb. So verb, what does verb mean? Let us write the definition. Verb is a word or a phrase that expresses an action, event or state. This is the definition of verb that we have written on our whiteboard. And this definition has been given in a famous dictionary of the world. That is OILD, Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. In this dictionary, this definition has been given. So let us analyze the definition of verb. Verb is a word. That means verb is a word. Or sometimes verb can be a phrase. Verb can be a phrase. Verb can be a word. And you know that basically every part of speech is a word. But in the field of verb, there may be a phrase also. Understand? So verb is a phrase also. That means this phrase or this word expresses, that means tells. The word or the phrase will tell you what? Tell you what? Tell you about an action. Action means the activities that needs physical strength to do. Understand? For example, I am speaking, it needs physical strength. I am walking, I am running. Understand? These activities needs physical strength or calorie. This type of activities are called action. Understand? And event means some occurrences, some incidents that automatically goes in the world that may be performed or may be done by human being. For example, we see or we can say that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. This rises, this is an event. Sets, this is an event. It rains in rainy season. So rains, rises, sets. These are the events. These events are also expressed by using verb. Understand? So event or state. So event or state. State means the condition, the situation. For example, I'm sorry, and that. For example, if we say today is very hot. Today is very hot. So what is the condition of today? The condition of today is hot. So is hot. So this hot or heat is expressed by using a verb is. So is a verb. So verb is a word or a phrase that expresses or that tells an action, event or a state. And let us know how a word or a phrase can be verb. If we say we read every day. So আমরা প্রতিদিন পড়ি, every day we read. So read is a verb. And how many words are there? There is only one word. This is the word. And if we say we are ready, we are reading now. So, sorry, we are reading now. So here are reading. You see that this verb consists of two words. Are and reading. These two words, one is helping or auxiliary verb, another is main verb. So these two verbs, helping and main verb, these two verbs make a single verb. That is a phrase. Understand? That is a phrase. Or if we say we have been reading. We have been reading. So, have been reading. Here we get three words. Have been and reading. That means this is a phrase. This is a phrase. But this is a word. So, verb can be a word or can be a phrase also. Understand? So, you must not have any kind of confusion regarding the definition of verb. A verb is a word, verb can be a word, verb can be a phrase, and this word or the phrase can tell, can express an action, an event or a state. Understand? So, this is the definition of verb. So, this is the full, complete international a universal definition of verb that is given in Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. Understand? So this dictionary is famous, popular, standard and acceptable not only in our Bangladesh but also in all the countries of the world. Understand? So this is the definition of verb. We have taken definition of verb. Definition of verb. So let us know the classification of verb. We know that, and one thing I would like to tell you that we have no clear-cut idea on any grammatical item. Understand? We have a lot of confusions. We have a lot of gaps in the field of our grammatical learning. So you must meet up. You must cover all kinds of grammatical items, every item, and you will learn every item in such a perfect way that you can be expert in 4 departments of English. You know, and everybody knows that English has 4 different skills. 4 different skills, and in the 4 skills you must be expert, must be experienced. Understand? So what are the 4 departments of English? Let us know that 4 skills. These are called 4 skills. 4 skills. Number 1, reading. Reading is a skill, and interesting matter is that we can't read correctly. Understand? We can't read out any kind of passage because we have a lot of problems regarding pronunciation, regarding the meaning, regarding the grammatical formation of every word, every sentence, etc. So reading doesn't only mean to read aloud, but also at the same time to understand the meaning, to understand the construction of the sentence, and to know the theme of the sentence or the passage or everything. So reading is a skill. Among the 4 skills, the first skill is reading skill. In this skill, you will need or you will require some elements, some things, some aspects that are if we say that the vocabulary, the grammatical meanings and the items, the position of the every grammatical items, sentence structure, etc. Phrasal or idiomatic use, many things you must know at the time of reading. So reading requires a lot of grammatical items. Understand? So reading requires a lot of grammatical items. I am sorry that I must monitor my class, and that is why I am searching the class. And I would like to have many kind of queries and questions from you so that I can clarify my class. Understand? Sorry, I am coming after 5 minutes. So welcome back. Welcome back to my class again. I'm sorry for the interruption. Reading needs a lot of things. Reading requires a lot of things, and the second skill is writing. Second skill is writing skill. So this skill is also very important, because whatever you read, whatever you study, you must go through your writing. Writing is very much essential in your exam, in your practical life. Everywhere this writing skill is very much necessary and important for us. And third thing is the listening. You must have the ability to listen in English, because you must follow the class, you must follow the lecture, you can enjoy movie, you can enjoy drama, news, everything. So if you are poor in listening skill, so you will not be able to learn English correctly or perfectly. Understand? And the last one is speaking. Speaking is the last but most important element also, because whatever you know, we must have the power to express it. If we fail to express this, it is meaningless to know something or anything or anything. Understand? So yes, let me answer to a question. One student has said that, sir, does pronunciation matter? And because being Bengali, we always will have that kind of vibe in our pronunciation. Right, thanks for your query. Yes, pronunciation is a matter, but and our English pronunciation is always influenced with our mother tongue or our vernacular, that we can say. So pronunciation everywhere it matters, because if I speak to you, but if you fail to follow it, it is meaningless my speaking, and it is also meaningless to spend time before me. And another thing is that English is an international language, and crossing our border of our country, we must communicate, we should communicate to others. And we know that the pronunciation of the people of Bangladesh are different from the pronunciation of the people of England or the India or America, etc. So pronunciation is a great matter. You must develop the proper or the correct way to pronounce every word, every phrase, every sentence. And at the same time, not only pronunciation, but also you have to maintain the rule of intonation, body language. Understand? So a language matters a lot of things, and you must gradually, step by step, you should learn, or you must learn the elements of the pronunciation, of the grammatical accuracy in English or in any kind of grammar language. Understand? So these four skills, we know that these two skills are at present available in our exam and education system, but we are very much weak in these two skills. So we must be expert. At least we must be standard. We must achieve the standard level in the case of listening and speaking. Understand? So speaking, pronunciation matters a lot. Understand, my dear son? Okay. Let us go through the classification of verb. We have taken the definition of verb. Now we are going to take the different classification of verb. verb. All the verbs are primarily divided into two categories. Understand? Two categories. You should know. All the verbs are divided or classified into two categories. First, I would like to start with the auxiliary. Understand? Auxiliary. The first category is auxiliary. And the second category is principal. Understand? So, all the verbs in English language or of English language can be categorized into categories, auxiliary and principal. And auxiliary verbs has also other two categories. Understand? Two categories. What are the two categories? Principal or primary. The first category is principal auxiliary or primary auxiliary. Understand? And second category is modal auxiliary. Modal auxiliary. These are the two main categories of auxiliary verbs. Understand? And regarding the principal verb, let us take the classification of principal verb. You must know the most important verb, finite verb. Understand? Finite verb. You must know the definition, formation, function of finite verb. Number B. And let us say something about finite verb. If you go to learn or to know about finite verb, you also must know about non-finite verb. Non-finite verb. Understand? Non-finite verb. So this finite verb automatically brings the discussion of non-finite verb. And another important verb is transitive verb. That is called in abbreviated form the VT. Understand? VT, that is verb transitive verb. This is also the most important verb that you must know. You should not know. You must know. Understand? Number 3, intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. That is called VI in an abbreviated or in shortened form. Understand? So intransitive verb, VI or transitive verb, VT. Number D, linking verb. This is the verb that may include many other things with this. Understand? Another type of verb is regarding principal verb, that is also in the group of principal verb, is causative verb. So these are the main types of principal verbs. Understand? These are the main types of principal verbs. And whenever or when you will go to study these 5 different types of verb, other types will automatically come to a discussion. Understand? So these are the principal verbs and these are the only 2 auxiliaries or auxiliary verb. Understand? So let us now know the definition of auxiliary and principal verb, and we will also know the function of auxiliary and the function of main or principal verb. Understand? So let us go through our discussion again. So till now, what we have learned? Till now we have learned 2 things. First, the definition of verb. Second, the classification of verb. Understand? And let us know the definition of two types of verbs that we have taken, the auxiliary and the principal verb. Auxiliary verb or principal verb. Let us take at first the definition of principal verb. Principal verb. What does principal verb mean? Principal verb means the verb that tells the theme of the sentence, the main meaning of the sentence. For example, if we say that, if we write a sentence, please, you go home now quickly. This is a sentence we have written, we have taken as for example. And if we say that which is the or what is the most important word or part of speech in the sentence, let us know. If we omit, if we delete the word go, do we get any meaning? No, we can't get any meaning. We have no meaning of the sentence. Understand? So, you home now quickly. You home, what you will do about your home? What your home? So there is no meaning. So this is the verb go. If or when we place the word go, then the meaning of the sentence becomes clear. Understand? So this go is the verb, and this is only one verb. This is main verb. And let us see what happened. So what happens if we delete, if we omit the other words of the sentence? If we delete or omit this verb word, please, we will get the meaning. If we delete the meaning or the word quickly, we can have the meaning. If we omit the meaning, word, now we get the meaning. If we delete the word you, we get the meaning. If we also delete the word home, we also get the meaning. So this go is enough to express meaning. So this go is a verb. This go is a principal verb. Understand? And this is the most important word or part of speech of the sentence. So principal verb is the verb that tells the main theme, main meaning of the sentence. So principal verb is called the soul of sentence. Principal verb is called the soul of a clause, because without any principal verb we can't, or any sentence can't tell or express its meaning. Understand? So principal verb is the verb. Principal verb. So if we write principal verb is the verb that tells the theme or main meaning of a sentence. So principal verb is the verb that tells the theme, means the subject matter, the principal meaning or the main meaning of a sentence. If we take the example of the previous sentence, the meaning will be clear. Please, you will go home sentence we have used two verbs. Understand? Here. Will and go. Please notice very carefully. If we omit or delete the word will, we have the meaning. Please you go home now. Please you go home now. You should go home now. You must go home now. Now, sir, this verb expresses the meaning of this sentence. But what happens? What will happen if we see this way? We have taken will. If we don't write any verb here, so do we have the meaning? We have no meaning of the sentence. Please you will their home now. So you will make home or burn home or go home or come home, because meaning is not clear to us at all. So this is a verbals and this is a verbals. So which is more important? We know that this verb is more important than this verb. Although this is verb, between the two verbs, we see that this verb will is less important and this verb go is more important. Understand? So this is principal verb. This is principal verb. And we have used a verb that is less important and that is called auxiliary. That will tell only when I will go home or you will go home. You will go home in future. So it tells future meaning. Again, if we use may, so you may go. That means you may go home or you may not go home. So this may is another verb that is also less important. Or if we use another verb must, so this change the you must go. You are bound to go home now. So this must, this may, this will, this verb can't express the main meaning of the sentence. Understand? So these are auxiliary and this is the main. This is the main. So principal verb or main verb tells the main meaning of the sentence. And the auxiliary verbs will help to express the main verb to better meaning, more meaning and additional or extra meanings. Understand? So automatically we have got the definition of auxiliary verb. So auxiliary verb is the verb that will help or that will make an auxiliary. Auxiliary, the word auxiliary means to help someone or somebody. So principal verb is the verb that tells the main theme meaning of a sentence, and auxiliary verb only will help the principal or the main verb to express the meaning. Understand? So principal verb is the most important verb and auxiliary verb is less important verb that only helps to express additional meaning of principal verb. So principal and auxiliary. And now I would like to make a question to you all. That is, do you know what is the number of auxiliary verb? Do you know how many auxiliary verbs are in English grammar or English language? Can you tell me the answer to this question? You may know, sir, or you may say, yes, sir. There are 20 auxiliary verbs or 5 auxiliary or 15 auxiliary verbs. And if I ask you what are the auxiliary verbs in English, you may haphazardly say that sir, these is, are, was, were, may, might, can, could, etc. But this is not the system of grammar. Understand? Grammar means science. Grammar is like science. Science has a definite result. Science has a definite system, process. Likewise, grammar has a definite rule, definition, process and systems. Understand? So English must be learned by using your scientific mentality and reasonable faculty. Understand? So I think that you must change your mindset. I would like to request you that till now, till day, what you have learned, all are meaningless. You must forget all the things that you have learned till today, and from this day you must start learning in a new way. Understand? You must begin, you must start your life in a new way. Understand? Avoiding all the things, because you must know a lot of things, vast things. You must prepare yourself for university life, for your next future life, service life, everything, every aspects of your life must be decorated from this college life. Understand? So college life is one of the most important stages of human life. That is why it is said that no knowledge without college. Understand? So college is the storehouse of knowledge. University is the ocean of knowledge. Understand? So you must change your mentalities, mindset up to learn grammar, English. Understand? And I will try my best to make clear all the things. And one thing Zahid Hassan has said, that the classes of second year, that means yes, the classes of HSC second year are also going on in the full swing. And on Wednesday at 12:15, Wednesday, that means Budbar, Wednesday, your class on English second paper or second year will be held. Understand? Online. So you must attend the class, and at the same time you can also attend these classes also. That means English, the classes that we are conducting online, important not only for SSC first year, but also important for SSC second year, degree third year, honors second year, job seeker, job holders, for everybody. These classes are very much essential and important. Understand? So you will follow. Now let us know what we have said. What I have said. I have made a question to you, that what is the number of auxiliary verb? Do you know? We have the clear idea. We have clear idea on auxiliary verb. So let us know the auxiliary verbs. Auxiliaries. So let us take the list of auxiliary verb. Understand? In my class or in our classes, you must have the notebook or the grammar notebook or the khata with you always. Understand? And you must jot down the ideas that I am or we are writing on the board, whiteboard. Understand? So do you know what is the number of auxiliary verbs in English? Let us know. So, what we have written? We have written that there are only 12 auxiliary verbs are in English language. Understand? So, how many auxiliary verbs? 12. If anybody says, I find a cert the thing that, if anybody says there are only 11 auxiliaries are in English or 13 auxiliaries are in English, these are totally wrong, utterly wrong, completely wrong. Understand? You must know that there are only 12 auxiliary verbs are in English language. So let us take the 12 auxiliary. Understand? How many auxiliaries? 12 auxiliary verbs. So auxiliary verbs are only 12, only 1 dozen. Understand? 5 and 2. So only 12 auxiliaries are in English language. Auxiliaries. And and let us take the list of 12 auxiliaries. Understand? And at the same time, we will also know their past form, present form, and if they are used in past participle, what will be the condition of them. Understand? Let us know. So, list of auxiliary verbs. We are going to take the list of auxiliary verbs. Understand? You will draw a chart in your notebook. In this way. So, in this way, please draw a chart or a table in your notebook. Understand? So, this is. Let us now write the name of verb. Present form, past form, Understand? So, let us. We know that there is a verb, famous verb, to be verb or be verbs. Understand? To be verb or be verb. So what are the be verbs in present form? We know. Am, is, are, maybe, can be, shall be, will be. Might be, could be, should be. That means these are all are be verbs, or all the things are called be verbs. Understand? These are be verbs. And if we say in past form, was, were, and we also have also a verb been. So let us see that these verbs these verbs are in present form. This verb present form, and this verb cannot be said in present form, but they are in future form, and that is why we have placed here. And this verb this cannot be directly said as past or also present. So we have in general way kept this verb in this form. Understand? So these are the be verbs. These are the be verbs. And this being when ing form is needed to form, then being, and this being is the past participle form. Understand? This is past participle form, this is present participle form, this is the base form, and these are the other forms of be verbs. Understand? So these are the be verbs. Be verbs. So this is number one. Let us take another verb. Number two. Do verb. Do verb in present form do and does. And in the past form did. In the past form did. And if you use done, it will be principal verb. It will not be regarded as auxiliary verb. It is an interesting matter. It is an interesting matter that some verbs, some auxiliary verbs cannot be used in past participle form. Some auxiliary verbs cannot be used in past form, and that means, according to Randall Martin and Thomson and Martinet, these verbs are called defective auxiliaries. Understand? I will discuss all the things serially and gradually. So, do is the second verb. In the present form, do and does, and in the past form, did. Have verb. In the present form, it is has, or it may be had, and in the past form, it is had. Understand? Had can also be used as principal verb when it becomes past participle. Understand? Past participle. Number 4. May. In present form, it is may. In past form, it is might. Can. In present form, can. In past form, could. Number 6. Shall. It is not used in present form, it is only for future form, and this can be made as past, and this is called future in the past. Should. And what is the meaning of this star? In modern grammar, in modern English language, shall is not used no more. Understand? Shall is not used. Although there is a chapter in our grammar book, the use of shall and will, you must forget the verb shall. Understand? But you must know the uses of should. Understand? Number 7. Will. It is not used in present form. It is used in past form. This is would. Understand? Would. So, shall in modern language, modern English language, it is not used anymore. You should remember this. So, we have taken up to this time 7 auxiliaries. 7 auxiliaries. 7 auxiliaries. Number 8. must. Must is another most important auxiliary verb. Understand? It will help you, it will confuse you in many ways. Understand? It has no use in present form. Understand? I have said earlier that some auxiliaries are not used in past form, some auxiliaries are not used in present form. So they have many kinds of anomalies. Understand? Irregularities. And what is the past? We know. Had to. Must is used as past tense or past form as had to. Understand? So this is must. There is a verb. There is an auxiliary verb. Understand? It is used in present form as there. It has no past. And if you use the verb there in past form, it will be regarded as principal verb, not auxiliary. Understand? This is the problem of the verb there. And another verb is number 10, that is used to. Used to. And in our definition we have said that verb is a word or group or a phrase. That means they are used to. This is a phrase. These two words make the verb. Understand? Used to. This is only for past time or past tense or the action that happened in the past. It is not used in the present form or in the future form also. So it has in the present form and in the past form used remain same. So this is used to is another important auxiliary verb, and that is allotted only for the past activities or past action. Number 11. Need. Need is the famous auxiliary verb. Understand? Famous auxiliary verb. It is used as need, but you can't use it in past form as auxiliary. If you write needed, you may write needed. So needed, the verb will be principal, not auxiliary. Understand? Need is an auxiliary verb that is used in present form. Understand? That is used in present form. That is not used in past form or past tense. And number 10. Ought to. Sorry, number 12. Ought to. What is the last verb? Ought to. That means there are two words here. There are two words here. Ought and to. And this is used in present form as ought to, and it has no past form. It has no past form. So these are only 12 auxiliaries in English. Understand? Not more than 12, not less than 12. Exactly 12. 1 dozen. Understand? So there are 12 auxiliaries in English language. Not more than 12, not less than 12. You must understand. You must remember. Understand? So you must memorize. You must commit all the verbs in your mind, by your heart, by your memory. Understand? So these are the 12 auxiliary verbs. And we know that all kinds of auxiliaries are two types. Let us know. So auxiliary verbs. We have taken up to this time 12 auxiliaries. 12 auxiliaries. So auxiliaries are 12. Up to this time we have learned this thing. Understand? And we have said at the very beginning of our discussion that 12 auxiliaries are two types. Number 1, primary auxiliary. primary or principal auxiliary. Principal auxiliary verb. Number 2, modal auxiliary verb. So these 12 auxiliaries are classified in these two classifications. Understand? Yes. And in my next class, I will try my best to inform you about what are the primary auxiliary verbs and why are they called primary, and what are the modal auxiliaries, and what is the meaning of modal, what is the function of modal verbs, and what is the number of modal verbs. Understand? We must know the number of primary auxiliary verb, modal auxiliary verb, the function of primary or principal auxiliary verb, and the modal auxiliary verb. Understand? And modal auxiliary verb will make you modest, polite, gentle, civil, incivil, uncivil, immodest, etc. So this verb will teach you your manner, your etiquette, your habits. Understand? Your politeness, your modesty, your gentility. So English is the language that will help you to become a complete man. Understand? So my time is up for today, and I will try to meet you next Saturday at 12:15 p.m. Understand? And till then, you will study at home. You will search many kinds of grammar books. One thing I would like to suggest you that you must learn, you must study the grammatical items not from only one book, but from at least 3 books. Understand? You will go through the definition of verb from 3 books. Understand? And you will know the classification of verb from at least 3 acceptable, dependable, and international books. Understand? There are many kinds of guides book that are not helpful for your learning English, that will misguide you. Understand? So you must follow some standard and international books that are followed by every students of the world. Understand? And in my next class, I will give you a list the books that you will purchase or buy, and you will start, and how you will start to study the books. I will show you the path. Understand? In my next class, I will give you a map to study the grammar and grammatical items from different types of books. Understand? So my last suggestion to you that stay blessed and study best. Thanks to all. Allah Hafiz.